So for many years, I was the guy who was staying up late at night, playing video games instead of achieving his goals. I was doing the bare minimum. But one of the days, I got a realization. I realized how far my friends were in comparison to me. Everybody else had pretty good grades, everybody else was ahead in the gym and everything else, but I was just procrastinating. I was pretty good at games, but I wasn't good at life. I felt betrayed and I didn't want to feel that ever again. So I cut out all the bad habits and started living a life that I wanted to live. I realized that I didn't want to put myself into that position ever again. So what I did was cut out everything that was negative and started using systems that I'll be sharing this video to turn my life around. And now I can confidently say that I do have a master's in marketing and I do work for a bank here in Sweden. So here comes 39 great tips that has helped me overcome procrastination and become more productive. It's important to understand that these tips I do use myself to this day. They really do help me because I not only work a 9-to-5 job, I'm also studying at university 100% while having this side business doing YouTube. So let's just dive deep into those tips. Number 1 is to create a second brain. A second brain helps you as a secretary or your assistant with planning, with taking notes, with remembering notes, and it's all comprised in one system. I do use Notion for this, and I would recommend you doing something similar because it will save you so much time and so much effort. Number 2 is getting the 8 hours of sleep. I understand you probably have heard of this many times, but it is essential. Getting the 8 hours of sleep will make sure that you have energy that will last you the entire day and that you will not procrastinate. If you do not get the 8 hours of sleep because life happens, remember to take a nap. Number 3 is having a clear environment. When you do have a clear environment, you will also have a clear mind. Number 4 is to meditate. Meditate for 10 minutes or do mindfulness, whatever that suits you the best. Because when you do these kind of things, not only does it help you with your mental health, it also helps you with focusing and regaining focus. Number 5 is doing Pomodoro sessions. Pomodoro sessions is a hit or miss for people, but for me it's a definite hit. It makes me focus for 25 minutes at a time and gives me 5-minute breaks where I can just stare at a wall or just do meditation, whatever I feel is suiting me in my deep work sessions, and it makes me focus for a longer period of time. Number 6 is to read audiobooks whenever you have time in the day. So if you're taking the bus, if you're doing dishes, whatever you do, you can have some time to read an audiobook of your liking. Number 7 is to exercise at least 4 times a week. Whatever you do, if it's gym or not gym, just exercise at least 4 times a week because it does help you with the baseline energy during the rest of your days. Number 8 is to take your diet a bit more seriously. So instead of eating McDonald's probably every day or how often you do, just think of eating healthy because it does impact your energy levels. And don't be afraid to use vitamins as supplements, however, do your research. Number 9 is to delegate. Calculate how much your hour is worth. If your hourly wage exceeds doing a specific chore, then prioritize working and hire somebody else to do that chore. In this way, you can make more money and save time. Number 10 is to create SMART goals. SMART goals is specific, measurable, attractive, realistic, and time-bound. Number 11 is to create goals for every day, every week, every month, every quarter, and every year, and so on. Number 12 is to track where your time is going. On my PC, I do have an app called Rise, and there I can track every single minute and where it's going. I know it can be daunting, but it's very useful if you want to stop procrastination. Number 13 is to do the most difficult task at the start of each day. Number 14 is to stop taking caffeine when it's later in the day. This will just mess up with your sleep. Number 15 is to take a cold shower whenever you feel a bit sloggy. It might give you the energy you need to do the task that needs to be done. Create an inner motivation by asking yourself, what matters to me the most and why is this important to me? So number 17 is whenever you feel unmotivated, do something very simple. Set a small goal and just get started, because once you get started, everything else will follow. Number 18 is to put a Spotify playlist playing while you're studying. Sometimes this works, but consider listening to a playlist without any lyrics. Number 19 is to switch your environment. Instead of watching Netflix and studying in the same place, try to watch Netflix elsewhere. Or if you're not capable of doing this, try to study in the library or in a coffee shop or something like that. Number 20 is to do a dopamine detox. This is basically like the last resort whenever you feel you're overstimulated, that you're on the phone all the time and you need to take a break. Dopamine detox might be something for you. Number 21 is to plan your day according to your focus. So if you're focused during the morning instead of the evening, then maybe waking up slightly earlier to do your important work that you have to focus on might be a better idea than squishing it all off in the afternoon when you are not energized. Use extensions such as Freedom or Unhook that might help you with blocking websites that are harmful or unhelpful whenever you need to focus on a specific goal. Whenever you feel like you're gonna procrastinate, set a deadline to yourself and actually hold yourself accountable. Number 24 is to create deep work blocks during the day. So that's a good way to keep focus during several hours. Number 25 is to go outside and let that sun hit the skin and your eyes whenever you feel tired. That might boost your energy and your creativity. Number 26 is to reward yourself and also to schedule breaks. It's important to do this, otherwise you might just burn out. Number 27 fits with the previous one, and that is to grow slowly is always better than growing fast and failing midway. Create a schedule you love, not a prison. Number 28 is to always review your to-do list the first thing in the morning and to actually follow it. Number 29 is to experiment and see what makes you feel energized during the day. Is it to maybe sleep for an extra hour? Is it maybe to have a morning routine that is a bit longer? Is it to exercise a bit more? Everybody has their own needs. Figure out what your needs are. Number 30 is to take advantage of courses, books, and smart individuals that might help you on your journey. Number 31 is to try to take notes when you intake new information. This will help you save time. Instead of rewatching the same video over and over again, you already have notes that you can refer back to. Number 32 is to use gamification to make life a bit more exciting and make your goals a bit more attractive. Number 33 is to produce more than you consume. This is not always applicable. I mean, if you are on Instagram Reels, you might not produce more Reels than you consume. So, I mean, take this tip with a grain of salt. Tip number 34 is to choose your friends carefully. They can drain your energy if they're too negative. They can boost you if they're very supportive. And as the saying goes, you are the product of the 5 people you hang around with. So really consider who you are with and who you watch online. Understand that it's never too late to start. If you feel old or you feel that you missed the bus, it is never like that. You can always catch up. So put in the hard work and don't let that thought cripple you and make you procrastinate. Number 36. Whenever you have a plan, actually carry it out and then ask yourself, what did I do well? What did I do that wasn't that good? And how can I improve going forward? Number 37 is to try to achieve the flow state. So the flow state is basically when you're doing a task that is in the perfect spot, not too difficult and not too easy. And achieving this is going to make the time go by so fast. Number 38 is to adapt a growth mindset. Think with hard work, everything is achievable. And lastly, the tip number 39 is to stop victimizing yourself. Don't talk down on yourself and ruin your confidence. Talk to yourself as a coach and boost your self-esteem. All right, everyone, these were my tips. If this video was of value to you, please consider liking and subscribing. And if you want to learn more about productivity, I made a video just for you. It's the 6 pillars of productivity. Click here to watch it.